Joe fans, I'm JoeFan82 here with another action figure review. Today I'm looking at the Eagle Force Captain Eagle figure from Fresh Monkey Fiction and Zica Toys. This was a Kickstarter figure that I ordered a long time ago and I finally got it, and he's looking really awesome in this packaging. I love the packaging. It's actually a reproduction of the vintage packaging that this figure is based on, but I'll get more into that a little bit later. But this packaging is really cool. You've got the Eagle Force logo. It says Captain Eagle, Eagle Force Leader, and some nice sort of vintage style artwork there on the left. I kind of like it. And the figure is there in the bubble. This is collector friendly packaging, much like you would find on Boss Fight, where you can slide that card back out and put the figure back in and out if you want to keep him in the card. It says Global Premier Strike Force to fight worldwide injustice and tyranny, and you've got the company logos there. Here's the look at the back. Lots of stuff going on here, and I like that they keep all the legal mumbo jumbo there kind of on the bottom out of the way. Let's take a look at the top. And the top says, the long retired Captain Eagle is recruited back into active duty by his former teammate General Brown. Together they enlist a new generation of Eagle Force team members to combat the re-emerging forces of Riot, a terrorist organization driven by a desire for total global domination. Sounds very similar to two other groups that we know. And there's a little bio here for Captain Eagle. It says Captain John Eagle comes from a lineage of military veterans, and his exposure to the military life at a young age instilled in him a sense of duty, honor, and a strong desire to serve. A decorated war hero who served in Southeast Asia, Eagle was handpicked in the 1980s to lead an exceptional team of military operatives against the sinister threat of Riot. Now, 30 years later, Riot has returned, and Captain Eagle returns to face down this new threat. And I believe the bios for all the cards for this line so far have been written by Justin Bell, and I think it did a great job on this one. There's a little quote there on the top left. It says, "Yeah, he's a captain and I'm a general, but I'm telling you right now, if he says jump, I'm asking how high." That's from General Brown. And got a nice little profile picture of the captain. I love the cross-sell here for the other figures that are in, I believe this is Wave 1, but some really awesome designs, and I love how their names are really bright, and you can see their specialty there below. And it says below that, complete your Eagle Force collection at freshmonkeyfiction.com. And here he is out of the package. This is Captain Eagle, an older Captain Eagle. The original Captain Eagle was a part of the vintage line that was a 2 3/4 inch high die-cast action figure military themed line marketed by the Mego Corporation in the 80s. I was not familiar with the vintage line at all until I saw the Kickstarter for this new reimagining in the 1/18th scale, and I think they did a great job with the design, with a redesign. There was a figure in the Kickstarter that he was wearing his traditional gold uniform, but this was sort of the modern, updated uniform for the new century that he's in. And I really love the head sculpt on this. It does appear a little bit soft compared to the images that you might see online, the pre-production, I guess, images, but it's really well done. Like the sculpt, older guy. This is a removable beret, so you've got nice gray hair there. Eye patch. The eye patch is sculpted on, but the strap going around is painted on. They missed a little paint app there right above the ear for his hair, but when he's wearing his beret, it's not really that noticeable, so not a huge deal. And just another little nitpick here on the back of his head. You can see they kind of missed a little bit of the hair on the bottom, where the bottom of his head is, but at least he does have the bottom of his head. Some of the G.I. Joe figures you might have seen on my channel are missing kind of the bottom half of their head, so not a huge deal there. But he's wearing this dark gray uniform. He's got the Eagle Force logo there on his chest, and he's wearing this vest, and lots of great detail in the sculpt on this. And it doesn't fit together exactly well on the sides. I've seen that across the board, from Hasbro to Boss Fight to Marauders. It's really hard to get those vests to stay in exactly, but it stays in well enough. And I love the color scheme we got going here. Dark gray, but this yellow, pops of yellow really make it stand out. And you might notice he's got a gold hand here, guys. He's got a gold forearm and hand, and I believe this is sort of a robotic prosthetic that he has. It's not a gauntlet or armor of any kind. I think that's actually his hand, which is really cool. A little bit of sci-fi kind of element thrown in, which I like. But look at the sculpting on this hand. Really nice detail on this. And the bottom half, that gray color continues down over his pants. He's got a bright yellow holster for his pistol, and lots of nice detail there in the sculpt overall. And this is the vest off. He's got a plain gray shirt underneath, not too much going on, so I think he looks better with the vest on. And you'll notice no articulation here in the center, which is fine. Also, he has a barbell joint here for the head, much like you would see on Boss Fight, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, so as I just said, he's got that barbell joint here and really nice range of motion on the head. Nice up and down movement here. So nice articulation there on the head. And his shoulders come up really far. I was kind of surprised at that. They come up farther than I think any other figure at this scale that I've seen. They go all the way around, full 360, and single joints at the elbows. He's got a lateral joint there at the wrist and a 360 turn as well. Come down, he does have a little joint there at the waist. Mine's pretty tight, but it is there. The legs come up about so far. He's got double jointed knees. And he's got an up and down movement or joint there at the boot, and also rocker ankles. Now I will have to show you guys my left knee joint is just a little bit loose right there. It's not too bad, but it is noticeable. He comes with one solid black rifle. Some of the details on this are a little soft. I'm not sure if that's the sculpt or the paint that was used, but it still looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. A handful of hands. This figure comes with a lot of hands. Let's go through what he has. He has these two palms, outstretched hands. I love these hands. You can have a lot of expressions with these. Like, for example, he could be like, no, put the gun down. Just put the gun down. We're all friends here. Or, let's see, he could be, at his parents' house. He'd be like, Ma, it wasn't me. I didn't eat the last lasagna. It wasn't me. So, yeah, really nice set of hands there. Two fists, and if he's ready for some fisticuffs, he's ready to go. You'll notice that these alternate hands that he comes with, he does not have a gold left hand in any of the alternates, so it's a little weird. He's got the gold forearm and then the plain hand there, but really looks nice. And those are articulated as well. He comes with the standard gripping hands most action figures come with. You'll notice this one is the same as what he comes with in the package, except this one has the joint there at the palm, going up and down at the palm, base of the palm, versus the lateral one that was in the package. It comes with two trigger-happy hands. These are molded so that you can place a weapon in there, and his finger should slide into the trigger position, which I really like. And I have to say, on my left hand, the paint was basically coming off at the joint there, where the joint is. I don't know if you guys can see this. I mean, it's not too bad. The joint there is very similar to the paint, but I did notice it. It was noticeable. So there you go. That's the only one that happened to for me. So these figures are great. Let's take a look at what he can hold with his hand. And there he is with a pistol that he comes with. The pistol is a little bit on the thin side, in my opinion. It's a solid black pistol. Okay sculpt. It's a little thin, but he holds it really well. You might notice, I noticed this, that his thumb and finger there are the paint solidified between them. So at first I was a little annoyed, but he can actually hold the weapon a lot better. And the gun slides in pretty well into that holster. Nicely snug in there. I love his animal companion, this beautiful bald eagle. Great sculpt, painted very well. You got the eyes and the beak. Everything is sharp on this. But so I have him placed here on his forearm, like you see him in some of the promotional images. However, he is very precariously perched there. He does not snap on like I was hoping he would. So any little minor bump and he's gonna fall off. So I doubt that I'm gonna be able to display him with the eagle. So you can see here, he just kind of falls off. This figure does not come with a figure stand, so I was looking for something to help him stand up, and while I was doing that, I realized that the bottom of his feet actually have 2 holes, which I don't think I've ever seen on another figure before. It's kind of interesting. The only thing is they are a little on the small side, so trying to put them in a stand was pretty tight. So this one was from Small Joe's, and this one is from Marauder Gun Runners, and I was able to get him on both. It's just kind of a tight fit. You got to force it on there, but he does stand up well on them. Here's a comparison with Captain Eagle and some other 1/18th scale figures. We've got Roadblock from the new Retro series, 25th Anniversary Stalker, a Marauders World War II figure, and a Knight of Accord from Boss Fight Studio. And I think he matches up pretty well. He's actually a little bit taller than that 25th Anniversary Stalker, so I think this line will fit in pretty well with your existing 1/18th scale figures. This figure has a long story of being delayed for years. You can look up the Kickstarter for this line and see all the updates of what they went through. But I am happy that they actually pulled it off and it came through. I love this design for the character. He kind of reminds me of a maybe a mid-career Clint Eastwood type. And yeah, I think he's great. A couple little minor issues, but I'm planning on trying to get a couple more of the figures, and right now they do have some for pre-order at BigBadToyStore.com. There are some sold out. This specific one is sold out, but I think they might have some available in the summer on the Fresh Monkey Fiction website. So either keep checking there or just follow me, and when I find out, I will be sure to let you know. Guys, I highly recommend checking this line out. You can visit freshmonkeyfiction.com or Big Bad Toy Store to see if there are any pre-orders that might interest you. Let me know what you guys think of this line in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.